Hello, everyone. This is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out at Night.
Woo! Mostly.
Boy, man, Peking man,
Peking Duck Man.
Duck
Dude.
man, Peking man,
Dude, bro, man. Peking.
fucking King Kong of Hong Kong. Fuck yeah,
King Kong
dude. This
is
movie,
shook.
dude. This movie fucking rules.
King Kong is shook, okay?
Like King Kong ain't got shit. The '70s King Kong ain't got shit on this movie.
This movie has so much content, I never want to watch a King Kong movie again.
It's an hour and 25 minutes, but they don't waste any fucking time.
It's an hour and 25 minutes of beauty.
It's great.
Of just everything you need, but you didn't know you needed.
It has everything. It has comedy. It has action.
Romance.
It has animal love.
This sounded wrong, Will.
That sounded wrong. Yeah, sorry. It has, for all you animal lovers, it has, not animal, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It has
animal shenanigans.
It has animals in it, okay? And they get sad, and it's adorable.
And they get sad. Fucking, there's romance.
There's everything you could ever want in Peking, the mighty Peking man.
There's many explosions.
There's explosions, there's romance, there's drama, there's
montages.
Everything. This movie just doesn't give a fuck, and I love it.
Film. Mighty Peking Man.
Yes.
Because, see, a year before this, you had the King Kong remake, and a bunch of people decided we gon' do our own. Now, we had watched Ape previously.
Oh, God.
Which was the first ripoff.
Yes.
And it was shit. But then some big-brained geniuses.
Some Chinese man.
In Hong Kong.
Chinese men were like, you know what? We're going to do our take.
They took stuff and were just like, fuck it.
They're just like, you know what? We're going to... They took a bunch of coke. Just...
There was a lot of cocaine produced.
They just took a mountain of cocaine and then decided to make a King Kong ripoff.
There was a lot of cocaine consumed during
I don't know if I can call this a ripoff, though, because it has very little to do with anything King Kong related.
There's a giant monkey. That's it.
That's it. That's literally the only similarity I can draw from Mighty Peking Man and King Kong. Because everything else is fucking...
Is very original.
Yeah.
Is highly original and insane.
Yeah.
But see, it's like the 76 King Kong had the weird sexiness.
Yes.
So this movie also has sexiness.
Sensuality, Alex. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay?
This movie has big brain costume design.
We have to try and sound like professionals. We have to trick everyone in thinking that we are, even though we're not.
We watched a movie called Mighty Peking Man. Well, you... Professional. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Sensuality.
Yeah.
That's what the rating said. Cause
there is literal fucking on screen, Will.
Yeah, while a giant monkey watches them.
And gets pouty.
Great. Yeah, it gets pouty.
Because he ain't fucking.
They made a giant monkey a cuckold.
He pouts and smashes some tiny trees.
Like, they did that.
Hey, it's interracial.
The monkey watches the guy rail his girl, and then he pouts.
Rail his... What was it? Tarzaness? Tarzan women?
Tarzanette, yeah. Well, is what the description said, but her name is Samantha.
Really? Yeah.
What's weird is the description on it. I'm just not trusting the Amazon descriptions anymore because it said Russia Tarzanette.
Like a verb. Like Russia as a verb. Russia Tarzanette. No.
She's not Russian.
No,
it never says her nationality.
No. She's just some hoe whose plane crashed and she grew up raised by a giant fucking monkey that no one had seen.
That only monkeys. She knows how to communicate with. But we'll get to that.
Yes.
You know what? I'm ready. Let's just get into it. Let's just fucking do it. Let's rip this shit.
So the movie starts with a giant monkey dick. No.
I mean, that would...
But the movie does start with a very efficient form of exposition, which is none at all.
So we get the credits and it's just like just random things going on, but it's really quick. It's like not like it doesn't take its time. It's just here's all the names. Here
Credits
we
are
go.
after.
Yeah.
Credits are after the intro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
The first scene
so
is
it's
a
just
library.
a bunch of businessmen
Yeah.
looking at in the Hong Kong library, looking at an article about a footprint they found, and he just
Footprint in the Himalayas, yeah.
and for some reason the guy knows everything about this footprint.
He's just like, this is the mighty
He's like, this is the
Peking Man.
Mighty Peking Man, and then we instantly go to a flashback.
Of mighty Peking Man, like, coming out of a mountain after an earthquake and attacking a bunch of...
All while this guy is like saying like, oh yeah, he came out of the ground. Like,
Yeah.
he knows everything that happened.
Yeah, and he just attacks these villagers.
He just wrecks a bunch of miniature huts while people run around on like
Throws rocks at people.
and smashes them. Just everything you can imagine.
All sorts of chaos. And that's it.
Devastates this little village.
And then we get let me see. I'm trying to remember how the fuck they did the credits.
So they do like
Okay, so they're like, we're gonna do an expedition. I have the perfect person. Johnny, he just lost his girl and is wanting to get away from it all.
and we see a guy at a bar and he like pushes the empty
With
glass.
an empty glass of liquor. He's all salty
he's
that
all
his
like strung out and like upset about his woman.
And then this guy comes in, he's like, hey, you're hired for the fucking Peking Man expedition. You're the only one who can do it. And then we get the credits, which are just like quick.
It just shows like the village in India, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just shows like
really quickly, like
shots of India.
bam, 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 bam. Here's all the names. Okay, let's get to the show. Like you'll if you ever watch this fantastic movie, you'll come to understand they waste no time. Everything is just quick. Just get to the next scene. Just get to the next thing.
Yeah, they know.
Like they just don't. Like we've had so many movies that just pad out everything
With bullshit.
That this one it just cuts out the fat.
Yeah.
It trims the fat.
No, because they knew. Because they knew what we want, and they give it. They go to India.
They do it so fast that like they land in India and they're talking to reporters, and it literally cuts off the reporters to show them traveling to the village.
Them going to the village. Yeah. And
Like
that's...
it literally cuts that scene just so it can show them going.
You know
to
why?
the village.
Because we don't need it.
Who cares?
They know. They fucking know, and they go.
And they get to the village finally, after like pushing their cart across the river.
And they get to this village, but it's empty. And they're
there's
like,
no one
what's
here."
going on? Then where is everybody? And then they hear this roar,
Like the Peking Man.
but it's a bunch of elephants.
And we get an elephant stampede while they're trying to fire at everyone, and the elephants are like charging and
The elephants charge,
killing people and like.
stepping on fucking people, and destroying huts.
I love one of the scenes is like it's clearly just a clip of an elephant laying down for some guy.
Yeah.
Right? But they
They
superimpose
superimpose him
it.
shooting at it.
They superimpose the actor shooting at it, and it's like adorably lays down like he's like killing it.
It's hilarious.
Even though clearly it's still very much alive.
They tried. You tried, movie.
And so
That scene ends.
they destroy the whole village and like kill a bunch of their travelers.
But that scene's over.
And now they're making camp, and everything's back to normal.
Everything's back to normal. But the
No
leader,
mourning for the lost.
the leader Johnny is kind of sitting alone, and they go over and they're like, "What's up?" And he starts monologuing about his lady.
Now we
And then
get
we
a
get
flashback.
A montage
A flashback montage of them being so in love.
of them
and, like,
running on the beach and then taking a boat ride and
then
going
they're
and
in a
buying
restaurant.
seafood.
Yeah.
And they're dancing.
And they're... It's like that, like, Naked Gun.
It's literally like something out of a spoof.
It really is.
And then he's like, one day I came to her apartment with,
He's, like, carrying flowers.
and I heard a noise. Apparently you can hear the noise outside the apartment, so they were loud.
Well, you hear, like, a lot of laughter, and he goes in, and he's like...
You hear laughter and moaning.
Yeah, and so he goes in, and it's his brother, his own brother,
Fucking.
fucking his girlfriend.
And he's just like, it's not what you think. It was just started as a joke.
He's like, it didn't mean to, I didn't mean it to turn out like this.
And then he just like, I don't need you.
And he just throws the flowers in her face.
And then leaves.
And leaves.
And he's like, this is why I'm here now. I'm like, okay,
And they're like,
I get it.
and they're like, okay.
Some
then,
people, some people they go to the bar, they get fucking wasted, turn into miserable alcoholics. Some people go take a trip to some meme city,
I mean,
and some people run a fucking expedition.
okay, quick question. If you were in that situation, what would you do?
After this, I'm gonna see if there's any expeditions to go find a giant fucking monkey,
Dude,
in India.
I'm just saying, if that happened to me, if like my partner was like cheating on me, I would probably take a trip over alcoholism any day.
Yeah, go
I
find
mean,
a
some
giant.
people do choose alcoholism,
Yeah.
but I would just
The monkey is healthier.
It is.
Okay.
Fighting a giant monkey is healthier in the fucking Himalayas.
It's good for you.
It's great.
Just make sure you don't get killed by the millions of fucking hazards.
Don't worry, we're about to get another one.
'Cause after
right
this-
after the camp,
They're just walking.
and you see a tiger just laying down,
Just a tiger just sitting there, like, casually, just like, nah.
and then it just instantly starts attacking people.
And then, like, it attacks people. And then it also,
And then,
we
like-
see other idiots
Like 3 people run into a vat of quicksand.
and just die.
They just fucking die while the tiger's still attacking people.
We see the tiger, like, rip off some dude's leg. And then another dude, like, wrestles with it.
And then, like, finally, one of the guys fires a gun up in the air. And this is all in, like, 2 minutes. This is not,
Yeah.
like, a long scene.
It's instant, and the tiger runs away, and then there's the guy, like, on the ground, like, ah,
He's, like,
with his fucking
writhing in pain.
gimp leg, and the expedition leader just shoots him.
Yep, he just shoots him because he can't, like, he's gonna slow them down.
Because he wanted to put him out of his misery.
And then all
Johnny's
this-
like, why'd you shoot him? And he punches him a couple of times.
And then they fight a little bit, and then they're all good. And now they're climbing up a mountain.
And then, of course, one of the fucking, like
One of the hooks, like, let loose.
half of the remaining party, their
dies.
hook, their hook lets loose, and they just fall to their death.
I want you to know that, like, literally, like, almost 12 people have died, and it's, like, the first 15 minutes
Yeah.
of the movie.
And then they're, like, at camp again. And now it's the fucking... So Johnny's asleep, and then the expedition leader, like...
So we should mention, before they set up camp, we see well, it's supposed to be the
child?
Tarzanette swinging from the tree, but it looks like a little kid.
it looks like a blonde
And
kid.
like it's getting down, and then we see it like run into the bush, and he wonders what it is. But
He'll find out.
It's like a quick thing.
He'll find out. He'll find out a lot.
Well, so all to remember, they also find the footprints, and they take pictures
Yeah.
of it, and then they set up camp.
And then...
And this is the most fucked up part.
This is the funniest part, because the fucking expedition leader just wakes up, puts on his shit, and then tells everyone else to dip out.
While Johnny's just asleep.
So everyone who's left just leaves.
Without even telling Johnny, they're just like, you know what, we're fucking bailing.
Fuck you. Because I guess at this point, when Johnny saw the footprints, he was like, oh, it's for real.
We gotta find him now.
Whereas before, he was kind of like, eh. But now he's like, oh, we gotta fucking do this. They just dip. Fucking dipped.
Yeah.
And then it's the next morning, and he's just walking, and Peking Man just fucking
appears out of nowhere.
out of thin air.
He's just like, "Meow," and then the Tarzan. Well, sorry.
So first he runs away, and then he like falls and hits his head,
and then we see the woman like come to the rescue,
swinging from vines, doing the Tarzan yell.
and she like talks to Peking Man and
Tells him,
to like not kill him.
And then Peking Man picks him up, and then he picks her up, and they go to her cave. Now, this movie's blatant. Okay, I'm just gonna get this out of the way right now.
Yes.
The Tarzanette is dressed in the whole movie is like a battle for her fucking left breast to not just fall out of the tiny ass goddamn thing.
I think they literally did the most minimalistic costume they could. Like they're like, okay, we got a PG-13 rating. That means we can't do any nudity, but
We'll get
we're
as
gonna
close
get
as possible.
as humanly possible.
And boy,
Oh my god, they try and get close.
they fucking did. Big brain costume design, just madness. And she wears this thing through the whole movie.
So, he wakes up in her cave,
Her lovely decorated cave.
and she like starts like they start trying to communicate.
And then he asks her like about her mama and papa.
When is the food thing? Is that after the mama and papa?
So she takes him, and she's like, "Look, mama and papa," and then it's a crashed airplane.
A plane crash, and there's 2 skeletons.
And then he gets like this notepad thing, and he's like, and there's a picture of the mom and dad and a little girl, and he's like, "Look."
He's like, see, mommy and daddy.
And she gets like a 10-second flashback
and like,
of the plane.
Well, she like screams, and then like, no, and then like
the plane crashing, and then the dad
this adorable little toy plane is crashing through this like.
But they crash. The plane just immediately engulfs in flames. The dad takes the little girl.
He just yeets her out of the plane like
straight up, just like a doll.
Just yeet.
While him and the mom just burn to death to a fucking crisp. And then it's like the next day, and Peking Man sees her and like picks her up and like comforts her. And that's it. That's her origin story. He also finds a little note, like a journal that says that her name is Samantha.
Yep. So now we also get a scene of how Samantha knows the forest life. Oh. We get her cuddling with the leopard. We get her, wrestling with the tiger and loving on that. She knows elephants. She knows the whole forest.
Fucking
just loves her.
Pocahontas over here.
She just, like, they are in love with her.
Yeah.
She pets them like they're pets.
Then they go, this is where she shows them the food.
Yep. So she of course, he's hungry. So what does she do? She mounts a giant tree, straddles it, and then like climbs up it and
like a dick.
And of course, it's like filmed like right up skirt, so it looks like she's,
Are you saying that it looks like she's climbing up and down on a fucking dick?
Yes.
Because that's literally what they did.
That's what it looks like.
And then she goes up there and she throws down for him 2 big melons that he holds like.
He holds them like they're breasts.
And then she eats.
It's blatant.
And she starts chomping on a thin, cylindrical shaped thing.
And he takes a bite and like thinks it's awful and like throws it away.
And she laughs, but she keeps eating. And then we see there's a snake.
And then it like bites her on the thigh.
It bites her on the thigh, so she fucking like yeets the snake. And then we see the fucking leopard like fighting with
the tiger fights the snake.
A fucking plastic snake.
Like, just like rattling, just wrestling this plastic snake.
While
they probably like attached meat to or something.
While this guy starts sucking out the poison, which is like,
right, like seriously, like inner thigh all the way up the thigh.
Yes, it's a little suspicious. Okay,
a little bit,
just a little.
And then he like finally gets her up and like they like ride on an elephant.
He mounts her on an elephant and they ride back to the cave.
And then he doesn't know what to do because she's just laying there. And Peking Man starts like throwing leaves down.
And then he gets it. So he takes the leaves and like puts them in a fucking guacamole.
I love this scene because he puts them in a bowl and like starts stabbing with a knife, like like masturbating.
Yeah.
And then she's laying on the bed and moaning with the snake bite like right next to her
coochie,
her nether regions.
But just wait, because he takes his fucking guacamole leaves and just
and smears them all over the wound.
And she moans some more. And that's it.
So now
we get a little time jump.
Not wasting any time, we get the man from the
the douche?
The douche that dipped.
No, it just cuts.
It like not wasting any time.
Yeah.
It cuts to the douche that dipped.
No, it cuts to a pool with a woman and this guy, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But they get out, we see it's the fucking dickhead like expedition leader who dipped out. And then he sits with these guys and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, your expedition didn't go as planned." And he's like, "Yeah, there's no such thing as a Peking Man." And then it cuts back to the fucking cave.
Well, remember, he's also like, "Oh, well, like, Johnny will never get out of the forest. He'll never get out.
He can't handle himself." And then it cuts right back to Johnny, like, embracing his caveman.
Yep. And she gets up, and then they like, kind of awkwardly kiss at first, and then they start kissing
She
more.
gets up, but she's, like, still limping. And she trips, and he catches her in his arms.
And then they embrace and kiss.
And then we get
And
the best.
then, oh my god, another like kind of montage.
The best montage
So first,
ever committed
first they frolic through the forest,
in slow motion,
and
of
then
course.
and then they're playing with the panther or whatever.
We get her with the panther like on her back,
Just spinning around.
like she's fucking gonna squat with it, but she's just like spinning with it romantically, and he's laughing, and they put it down, and they start frolicking with the big fucking leopard
And
like it's a
then-
little house kitty.
They start petting it, and then he's like, "Okay, it's time to go back to the cave, if you know what I mean."
Yeah, we also get a shot of them swimming under a waterfall,
God, yeah, I
and they
forgot.
splash water, and then there's a shot of them at a sunset, like embracing and kissing.
And then it like literally cuts back to the cave, and he's just behind her.
He's just dick.
He's just
in.
He's just humping her.
He's just humping
And
her,
like in the background, you see Peking Man
looking at
just
him,
looking at them all creepy.
And then
just
he, like,
"Grr." And then he,
closes his eyes, like, ugh.
and he goes away, and he starts like stammering around and like like destroying trees. And,
Yeah.
like,
And she, I guess, hears it, so she interrupts his deep dick, and then like goes and like basically like kind of pets fucking Peking Man's arm, and is just like, it's okay. I just need penis. It's okay. It's fine.
it's like, I've never had this before. Let me have this moment.
And then Peking Man's fine.
Yeah. So then, like, immediately after, the guy's like, okay, so now we set out for Hong Kong.
You should come back to Hong Kong with me, and like you'll like it there, and I can like Peking Man, like we can be well off because we'll like bring Peking Man with us.
And she's like,
Okay.
okay.
And they do. And then we get the best scene ever committed to film. The most adorable scene I have ever fucking witnessed.
Oh my god.
I can't believe they did this.
Where the animals get pouty.
So, you know in movies, when like the kid has to go away and there's like a dog on the farm and the dog is like barking and being all sad and the kid is like, I have to leave now. Meh, meh, meh. We've all seen those scenes. Well, they did that,
So first,
but it's better.
first they go up to the elephant, and it's crying.
It's crying.
It's like crying, like, a lot.
A
too.
lot.
And she's like comforting it. She's like, oh, don't worry, you've been such a good friend.
And then we
the-
see the fucking leopard, and it's like all pouty.
And it's all sad.
And we get like this sad music, and
And
she pets it, and then she starts walking away,
And it
starts
starts walking
following her.
And then and she pets it more, and the guy tries to get her away. And the leopard like grabs onto her loincloth
And it's just like, no.
and like starts tugging at it.
And she's just like, no, I have to go.
They did this.
It's a fucking leopard.
They actually did this. It's a fucking leopard.
Big
It's a
ass
little-
fucking cat.
A cat that doesn't want her to go.
And then she
adorable.
just, like, Peking Man picks her up and they skedaddle off, and we just get a shot of the leopard, like, all sad. And then they fucking go to, like, the city, I guess.
They go to India. It's like near the Taj Mahal, I guess. I don't know.
It's some sort of palace,
It's
but
some-
essentially they go to the city, and everyone sees Peking Man, and they're freaking out, and she basically tells them just
to lie down.
lay down like a fucking dog. And then they go, and he finds the guy who did the expedition.
And the guy,
it's
and
just like-
they're good friends again.
He's like, hey, look at this. And then they go and look at it, and it's Peking
They
Man.
see Peking Man, and
And
they're like, "Oh my gosh!"
the man sees the dollar signs.
Like, we gotta go to Hong Kong now.
And he's like, we'll get him on a big boat. We'll go to Hong Kong. And then we see Peking Man chained on a fucking
Like sitting down on
fucking little
a
boat
little steamboat.
in someone's bathtub.
Whenever they show like the little steamboat, it's adorable.
It's adorable.
Because it's like frozen Peking Man on this tiny ass boat,
Bobbing back and forth.
bobbing while some guy off camera splashes the water.
But man, it's funny because like they have like the close-ups of them on the boat, and they have like the fucking oversized chains that you see. It's hilarious.
So she's like not happy. Samantha's not happy that they've chained him up.
And they're like, no, it's okay. Like if we didn't chain him,
we have to. He'd sink the boat.
And the fucking expedition dude is dressed like a fucking douchebag now, which is hilarious.
He has like an Ed Hardy shirt before Ed Hardy
was
a thing.
It's baffling with like these douchebag sunglasses.
It almost looks like sequins on his shirt too.
It's like, what the hell?
So he's saying like all this stuff, and then she goes inside, and Johnny tries to give her new clothes.
He gives her a present, and oh boy, these clothes. So she takes her shirt off, her loincloth, and then the douchebag walks in, stares at her. And Johnny like shoves her in a closet, and then they talk, and he's like, you're gonna like we're gonna do this and this, and Johnny's like, I'm not sure, and then he's like, bitch, I got the contract. The contract says you will do what the fuck.
I love how this is like an excuse for like everything. We got the contract, so we're gonna do this.
He has the magic contract, and Johnny's like, okay.
So they leave the room because they're gonna go celebrate.
And then Samantha walks out
in leather and snakeskin.
Very, 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 very tight. Leather. Very revealing leather. And this is like his idea for her to be less conspicuous. Like, bitch, are you fucking...
And she's like having a hard time because she's pulling on
it's like riding... Yeah, it's barely fitting on her top, and the bottom is like riding up her fucking ass, and this is like his fucking... Yeah.
So she lays on the bed and like can't stand it.
No, she takes it off, remember?
Well, she lays on the bed first and then like hates it and then takes it off and then puts on her loincloth stuff again.
And it's like, oh, this is better.
And she lays back down on the bed.
Yeah. And then it's the people celebrating.
They're having champagne.
And the captain gets a little piece of paper that has the weather report.
Well, they're about to run into a typhoon.
And he's like, we have to go around and go to Hong Kong instead. And the guy's like, no. You go.
No, they have to go to not Hong Kong.
Oh, Singapore.
Singapore, yeah.
He's like, we have to go around. We have to go to Singapore instead.
And the guy's like, no.
We'll go straight to Hong Kong. And he's like, who's gonna be responsible? Blah blah blah. And he's like, I'll take responsibility. But by the way, the contract says you have to do what I fucking tell you.
Reimburse me if we lose any track of time. Do you want to do that?
You want to do that? And he's like, okay. The captain downs his entire fucking glass of liquor, and they go through the typhoon.
They try and blast through a typhoon.
And there's like waves and water everywhere.
And Peking Man just sitting there and then like splashing on the waves.
Fucking Johnny and Samantha are just getting like knocked around in the cabin. And then they hit a fucking rock.
And so like Samantha and Johnny go to check on Peking Man, and like the douchebag goes to yell at the captain on why they got stuck on a rock.
Why they hit a rock that they couldn't see in a typhoon, and they undo one of Peking Man's chains.
I love this movie. They undo Peking Man's one of his hand chains.
So he pushes them away.
He pushes the boat away from the rock
and saves them.
And they sail to Hong Kong.
And that's it. They're in Hong Kong now.
That was their treachery.
Everyone knows that there's a giant fucking monkey coming to Hong Kong, and everyone's like,
everyone's like, Mighty Peking Man.
Mighty Peking Man.
They instantly know. Mighty Peking Man.
Well, they get off, and he tells Samantha, like, hey, want to go to like
you want to check out a TV studio?
Like, she would know what that is. Okay.
And she's like, she doesn't even say anything.
And then they go, and it's the TV studio run by his brother who deep-dicked his girlfriend.
Yep. And then, so they go into like the girlfriend sees them walking into like the studio.
After he like talks to his brother and shows him Samantha, they go to like the TV room, and then we see the girlfriend like side-eyeing them.
She's like, ugh. And she's jealous.
They go in, and there is like some disco jam going on. It's fine. And then Johnny gets a letter.
And he's like, is this for me? And like
he reads it, and then he gets up and tells Samantha, like, I'll be right back. And he goes into like the dressing room.
The dressing room of his ex-girlfriend.
Where she apologizes to him.
And then wants to get back together with him.
And he's like, it was a long time ago, it's okay. And then they embrace and they kiss, but Samantha walks in on them.
And she gets all upset and like runs away.
And immediately we knew that the fucking chaos was going to be set in motion by
drama.
By incredible drama. And so she's like crying and walking through the streets of Hong Kong, and no one seems to be fazed by the fact that there is a woman in fucking loincloth just wandering the streets.
So we get a quick shot of Peking Man being guided by like these trucks
To
on
like
chains.
break these like barriers.
And so he like he's pulling on them and he's like
And there's like
on all these chains.
and there's people in the audience like throwing shit at him
And so the girl Samantha walks past one of the TVs that's showing this.
yeah.
And she gets really upset.
She also sees like a poster that just says "Mighty Peking Man,"
Which
like
is meta because it's the fucking
Yeah.
movie poster.
yeah. The whole thing is it gets meta.
Yep.
And she goes and tells like some person like I need to go see the Mighty Peking Man, and they're like okay.
Yeah, they're like whatever, just random stranger in our car. That's fine.
And then they take her to the stadium, and they're like, these douchebags are like, oh, if you're not gonna like put on a show, we'll make you put on.
Well,
a
he's
show.
in a giant cage, and they start poking him with like bamboo sticks
to like make him act or whatever. And she sees this and like tries to like fight him off, and unsuccessful. But they all walk away, and she
lays on his like foot
and is like telling him like, we're gonna go back to the jungle, you'll be safe, and all this stuff. And then Dickhead shows up.
Oh my god, this scene and this further sets things in motion.
This is amazing. He shows up and is just like the fucking gears in his pants start turning.
Yep, and he's like, "Ooh, okay."
And
Come
he
with
takes
me.
her and is like, "Come with me, like he'll be fine." And he takes her to his room thing, whatever.
And like
Immediately,
instantly,
it just cuts.
starts like trying to rape her.
It cuts to 2 glasses being filled with liquor, and he's like, drink.
He
And
doesn't
she's-
even waste time. He just tries to pour the liquor.
Well,
down
first
her
he's
throat.
like, drink, and she doesn't want to, and then he's like, fucking drink, and just starts pouring it on her.
And then he starts trying to kiss her. She like shoves him away. He like gets up back on her.
Rips off her top and like,
She stammers back and like pulls the curtains.
yeah, she like grabs one of the curtains, and when he pulls away, she pulls it down, and guess who's
right
there?
in line of sight.
Peking Man?
Mighty Peking Man.
He fucking pissed. He picks her up and takes her to the bed, and we see him like,
So you could argue Peking Man is a hero.
he is.
He's the hero of the movie.
Yes. He didn't really do anything wrong.
Not really at all.
No, it was all.
He's just trying to save Samantha.
He didn't know they were going to be dickheads to him, so he's doing it.
So he gets pissed. He breaks the fucking
yeah,
cage.
he starts breaking the cage as we see the dickhead slowly, like, starting to mount Samantha. And then he just fucking... He sees Peking Man coming through the window.
Breaks through, and then like they're like, "Oh, you're coming with me," and they get in a car
and start driving away as Peking Man starts his awesome destruction.
Yep.
Miniatures and explosions.
He starts destroying roads, buildings.
Cars.
Now, I will admit, this is really cool because the miniature set they created is huge.
Awesome.
It is gigantic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get how they made this, like, entire city.
Mm-hmm.
It's an entire miniature city. And, like, there's, like, operating cars going around roads.
Yeah.
And, like, it's like this... It actually looks like a really big city, but it's like this gigantic set, and it's pretty impressive.
It is. I'll be honest, the miniature work here is better than some of the Godzilla movies from this time period.
I would agree with you.
Because it's effort. Fucking details and everything, and he just walks around breaking buildings,
Things are
blowing up cars.
exploding, fires everywhere.
The fucking douche canoe, like, they get to, like, this building, and he starts trying to drag Samantha in. But Peking Man's
there.
He gets there. So here's what happens. Dickhead takes her to another room and tries to rape her again.
And so Peking Man reaches in,
And grabs him.
grabs dude, and like the girl's trying to tell him no,
But she can't.
And so like Peking Man throws the guy to the ground
And steps on
then
him.
just
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Fucking...
Justice.
They knew.
Justice was served.
Look, they knew. The audience wanted justice, and guess what? Movie delivered. And then he essentially just walks around, like, basically destroying shit, and then we get, like...
So military forces are called in like every other movie ever.
They call in the reinforcements to destroy this.
They start like firing at him, like like Mount Chaos, and then like
We see Johnny, like, talking to the military people and saying, like, you need to get this woman because she's the only person who can talk to him.
Like, we need to capture Peking Man alive.
And
because
the guy's like, okay, what does she look like? And he tells him, and he's like, okay, that shouldn't be too hard.
So I guess he issues a citywide thing because everyone instantly recognizes
Everyone
her.
starts chasing her, and she climbs up like a fucking light pole and just jumps away from everybody.
And then she gets away, so he's still like blowing shit up, and then he finds he's just like destroying everything.
Yeah.
And he finds a building to climb.
And like
And
in
And like,
King
Kong, he starts climbing this giant building.
he starts climbing it as he's still getting shot at, and then he gets to the top.
I love the military's plan. So this is it.
So the top of the building has like
These silos
filled with water.
These water silos.
And their idea is they're going to empty them out and fill them up with gas.
So they start draining the water and replacing it with gasoline.
Yeah, they're going to drain them and blow the building the fuck up.
Yeah,
the top of the
they
building
don't care.
up.
They don't fucking care.
Because this movie's awesome. And he climbs up.
And,
this is just epic.
So he's fighting helicopters left and right. Johnny finally gets to Samantha, and they're like, we gotta help.
Yeah.
Like Peking Man, we can't
And he talks to the military and tells them like, you have to like put it off. You can't. You have to stop shooting.
At this point, they have filled the silos with gasoline, and they're planning on sending an op team in and placing bombs.
Yeah.
To blow.
But he tells the main military guy like, don't do it. We'll go up there and we'll stop this. And he's like, okay, I'll give you my word. Well, so they go up, and there's talking, and Peking Man reunites, and it's calmed down. But then
the military douchebag is for no reason.
I know why. Because the movie just had it
needed to continue.
The movie had to get awesome.
It's true.
And it's just, so he's like, fuck it. Fire.
He's like, attack on all fronts. And like, by this point, Peking Man still has the girl in his hand.
Yeah.
And so
they start, the helicopters start firing, and they hit.
The girl,
they injure her.
Like in the thigh again, and then the shoulder, and then they hit like Peking Man in the head.
No, Peking Man, the whole scene is just like gradually bleeding. King Kong ain't got shit on this.
So he finally he lets the girl go down and starts destroying all the helicopters.
And we see helicopters flying down the building and hitting cars and more explosions.
So the military guy's like, okay, send in the team. We're gonna blow this shit up.
Yeah. They send the guys up there, and Johnny tries to stop them, and they're like, it's too late. And he tries to fight them. They knock him out.
And he tries to get all the bombs in time, but he gets into this bunker thing, and tries to get.
He goes up.
Yeah, he tries to get Samantha off the roof.
Yeah, and she's refusing. She doesn't want to leave Peking Man, so she so as they're going down, she essentially closes the hatch to the roof.
Right. So there's the roof, and then there's a barricaded door. So he's basically in a bunker.
Yeah, and then she embraces Peking Man. And they fucking set off.
Fucking blow up the building.
And it's insane.
And as it's blowing up, he sets her back down into the thing.
And she just falls into the debris. As he just he's on fire.
Yep.
And he falls off the building, and of course, because this movie's awesome, he fucking lands in another miniature building.
Yep, just lands
and there's another explosion.
And so Johnny finally gets out of the bunker, and he finds Samantha and carries her.
And she's motionless.
Yep, and he carries her into an opening where the building was blown up.
Yeah. That's it.
In the end,
we get one final shot of Peking Man squirming in pain and dying. The end.
No fucking one-liner at the end.
Yeah.
No nothing. Just end.
End.
Beautiful.
Kind of a dark ending.
A little bit.
But again, no final exposition needed. No one-liner.
Did we really need an exposition?
Fuck no.
We know the story. Come on.
The fact that they ended it like that just makes me like it more. Because it's just boom.
Dude, I legit really like this movie.
This movie's awesome.
The special effects are good. The acting's pretty solid.
The ending is... The only way I can describe the ending is epic.
Yeah.
The shots of Peking Man on top of the roof with, the city in the background and the fucking helicopters swirling around. It's awesome.
The effects in this movie are actually damn good.
Yeah.
I was, really surprised.
It has better miniature work and effects than like the Godzilla movies from the 70s.
Yeah, like I was legitimately surprised at like all the effects, like even like the weird like animal attack things.
Oh yeah.
They don't look like that bad, and like when the guy gets his leg ripped off, it does look ridiculous, but like
But they give him a fucking like
but
bloody stump and
yeah,
everything.
and the guy's falling into quicksand is like
Yeah.
it's just so ridiculous and awesome. I just had so much fun watching this movie.
Fun.
It was just fun.
Fun.
We were actually talking about this before we started the movie. Like we miss when movies were just fun.
Fun, yeah.
I think like some
Unpretentious fun where it's just
like sure, sometimes you're in the mood for an art house
Yeah.
movie and sometimes you're in the mood for something more
But
serious.
would you want something like this to pretend it's anything more?
But sometimes you just want movies that just help you escape reality.
Like here's the thing, like there's a new Godzilla movie coming out soon. I'm hoping it'll be good,
I'm hoping.
but
I'm actually seeing it tomorrow.
I don't think
So we'll see.
it's gonna be as awesome as this.
No?
Because there is just so much shit.
There's a lot to take in this movie because like everything happens so quick, but it all makes sense.
Like the story is so simple and like basic and easy, just easy, that it doesn't distract because it doesn't take up the whole fucking movie.
Well, again, they trim the fat, so they're just
Yeah.
like, we know what you came here for. We're gonna give it
Yeah.
to you.
The story's just there as like a quick setup.
It's like the light glue that holds it all
Yeah.
together.
And it's fine. Because guess what? You want to know why you watched this movie? For for fucking shenanigans.
Well, okay, dude. That's why you watch any monster movie. Let's be honest. Like, let's get down to it because, like, monster movies are all about the monsters,
Yeah.
right? Like, this is the reason you go see monster movies because
Yeah.
you want to see monsters destroying shit
Mm-hmm.
or fighting, whatever you want to see. You want to see monsters either hitting each other or hitting buildings.
Mm-hmm.
That is the whole reason for monster movies.
That's it.
Like, you can try and be like more than a monster movie, like that movie Monsters, where they tried
Yeah.
to like do a more human element. I get that, but like for the main part, like kaiju movies and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like this, you want giant monsters destroying shit.
Yeah. Well,
That's
this
like
movie.
all I wanted.
Yeah. Well, this movie, I'd
It
say
delivers.
more than 90% of kaiju movies gives you that.
Yeah,
With no bullshit, it gives you that. And because there's a lot of kaiju movies where you have to wait.
yeah.
You have
and
to
wait
fucking-
and wait.
You have to sit through the bullshit plot that you're fucking gonna forget as soon as the movie's over. You're not gonna give a shit about any of the characters. And you just sit there, and then the monster attack happens. Movie over. This one, even before, because here's the thing: there's no like, other than that quick shit in the beginning, there's no like monster action until the last half.
And sure, like
But here's the thing: everything before that is insane.
well, and like the drama, like it kind of makes sense. I mean, it's kind of hokey, but like it makes total sense.
It's hokey, but hey, the fucking monster action is kick-started by it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it makes sense why it's in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like it's just there for no reason.
and they don't spend too much time on it.
It's true. They spend like maybe tops 2 minutes on it.
Yeah, it's done, and it's like that's it. That's all you need. And again, unlike
Again, they trimmed the fat.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. I love monster movies like this.
yeah, no,
Like-
this is special.
I really do. I like it. Well, because, I mean, it makes sense because this is the same film company that produced Inframan. And I loved that movie.
Yeah.
Because, again, they didn't waste any fucking time. They're just like,
Yeah.
he becomes Inframan.
I actually liked
like,
this.
stuff
I
happens.
liked this even more than Inframan.
I don't know.
Because
I would say this is on the same level as Inframan. It's because they're very different movies.
I think this just has so much content.
Well,
That first half is like, it's like a fucking, you know what it feels like? It's like those fucking like those cheesy old like Tarzan cereals
yeah,
on fucking cocaine.
yeah, pretty much because everything happens so quickly.
There's so much
There's
shit,
like almost no time to take it in, but
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, this is awesome.
Just
like
elephant attacks, tiger attacks,
quicksand,
romance montages, just everything.
This movie has it all.
It does, and you know what? They fucking get it.
Yeah,
Like they actually got it. They got the. You know what? When you're watching a movie like this, we don't need the fat.
Yeah.
Unlike 90% of these fucking movies.
Well, I will reiterate this again. This is the reason we see monster movies, right?
Yeah, but
Because we want to see crazy shit, and we want to see monsters doing crazy shit.
yeah, but so many people don't. So many filmmakers
Don't get that?
don't pull it off.
I know.
They still waste their time.
But Mighty Peking Man did, and I really thought this was gonna be dumb. I
didn't.
really did. Just because I saw, like, my first initial thing was I saw a picture of the two leads fucking while Peking Man was right behind them.
That's how I knew it was gonna be awesome. Well, here's the thing. This movie is anything but vanilla. Okay,
It's true.
it's anything but.
It's not basic.
Yeah, this is not your fucking basic, like, middle of the road. We want to appeal to every audience imaginable fucking vanilla shit. And that's why I love it, because, like, can you imagine a remake of this?
No,
Can you imagine how fucking boring it would be?
probably really boring. But, like,
The fact that this movie has so much content in it, it's like, I don't know. Like, I know for a fact that when they were making this, they were having a fucking ball.
can you
feel it.
I said this at the end of the movie. I thought it would be really fun to be that suit actor because they, like, put so much dedication into that miniature set, and, like, to, like,
It's beautiful.
destroy it all would be epic.
The miniatures are beautiful.
Like, it looks so much like a real city.
Yeah.
And, like, it's so huge and bustling.
It's epic.
It's really cool. Like, there's no people, obviously, because they couldn't, like, do that at the time. But, like, it's a really impressive. I can't get over it. It's just such an impressive miniature set.
Especially,
it really is.
especially if you're like us and you like practical effects, this is like, it's heaven.
It just works. This movie's awesome. It is special. I will agree with that. It's actually contender for best of the best.
No, yeah, I cannot in any. I can't use the word worst to describe this.
Well, I was
Ever.
saying that at the beginning, but, like, I changed my mind because this is definitely, like,
Yeah,
definitely up there with, like, gonna be maybe my best of the best.
it's good.
It's good. So
You have to have a mindset.
if you like monster movies and you can afford to, like, get past a little cheesiness, I would definitely give this a watch.
The cheesiness adds to it,
It's true.
in my
It
opinion.
makes it more charming.
I mean, the romance montages,
But, like,
it's fucking hilarious.
it is great.
The fucking leopard. It's an actual leopard. Like, it's not even like,
Well, they're all real animals. That's the
it's-
thing. They're all real.
it's them cavorting around
Even
with
the
real
elephant
animals.
stampede is real
Yeah.
animals. It's not fake.
It's all real shit. Like,
That's what I commend them to. They used real fucking animals.
you have our two leads playing with a fucking big ass leopard like it's a house
And a
cat.
tiger.
Yeah,
They just pet it like it's nothing. I'm like, that's a fucking tiger.
it's fucking hilarious.
It's ridiculous, but I love it. It's like, it's pure camp, but it's like the best kind of camp.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, it's the best kind of campiness you can ever ask for.
It's perfectly aged cheese.
It's awesome. It's perfectly aged monster cheese.
It's
That
just-
sounds wrong, but it is.
perfectly aged monster dick cheese.
But I implore you to watch this if you're a monster movie fan. It's on.
Honestly, if you just want to see some fucking insanity and be entertained,
Yeah,
watch it.
that's what it is. It's only an hour and 25 minutes of your time.
That's
it's not,
it.
It's not like they're asking
That's
much.
it.
Yeah,
That's it. It's an hour and 25 minutes, and you know what? Every frame of that
it's filled.
has things.
It's filled to the brim with things.
It'll be instant.
So go on Amazon Prime, do yourself a favor, and watch it.
It's in good, and it's in like fucking pristine
1080p.
HD. Like,
1080p. Someone restored
yeah,
this.
no fucking
Thank
like,
you, whoever restored it.
yeah. There's
really.
no blemishes. It looks stunning.
The audio's really good. Like,
It looks stunning. Yeah, just watch it.
go watch it. If you like monster movies or even just like fun movies, just go watch this movie. I don't know what the hell you're doing here listening to us still.
I know this isn't fun. You think we're fun?
I mean, we're having fun,
Go
but
watch-
are you having fun? You could be having more fun watching the
Mighty
Peking Man.
Look, this podcast, it's okay, but it's no Mighty Peking Man.
No, we can only dream to be that good.
Dude, I could retire happy,
Me too.
but no.
But no,
We can only dream.
You're no Mighty Peking Man.
Well, there's only
Not
one.
yet.
Sadly, there's only one. There should have been a franchise.
That's like, you know how they say you reach too close to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Our sun is Mighty Peking Man.
In this moment, yes. This is all.
That's all there is.
That's all there is in
That's
the world.
the goal. That's the pinnacle right now.
It's the only thing wholesome in the world.
So we suck. We forgot to do a live stream.
That's fine.
But we will do one next month.
Yeah.
Promise.
Soon. Because the next month is almost, yeah.
It's almost here. Yeah. So
June.
if you're tuning in right now, it is like the end of the month.
Yeah.
So we obviously didn't do one.
No, yeah, wow.
So
no shit.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's fine.
You'll get one in June.
You will.
Don't worry. You will get one.
The fun will continue.
Yeah. How many more movies do we got in 77?
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
We just keep going.
I mean, that's true. Dude,
we keep going until I run out of them, okay?
Dude, I'm excited. I'm just excited to get to the 80s. I just want to see what it has in store. I just don't know.
I don't know, man. The mid to late 70s are just giving us some...
That gives us some winners, man.
Beauties.
Some fucking just... Oh, man. Mwah.
I'm enjoying it.
Me too. And it gave us Mighty Peking Man, which I actually might buy.
I don't blame you at all.
It might become part of my collection.
Blu-ray, baby.
Inframan is, and now fucking Mighty Peking Man will be.
Wise. That's a wise
I'll
purchase.
put it right next to Godzilla.
Yeah. It's up there.
Or King Kong, the one with Fay Ray.
I mean, it's up there.
And I can throw away my copy of the King Kong from 76.
Nah, you need that for cultural reference.
Do I?
Yes.
It's unpopular opinion.
It wouldn't exist. This shit wouldn't exist
without that.
Without it.
It's true. I just don't
They just
like
amped it.
I just hate it.
I'm sorry, there's no,
Fucking blow drying, like fucking monkey blow drying.
horny monkey.
Horny monkey blow drying. And then undressing her with his finger.
It's not as good because the monkey doesn't get cucked in that one.
He doesn't, and that's what makes Peking Man better.
Because he watches it.
Because they take
watches.
They take insult to injury. Like
he fucking watches.
He watches. He gets cuckolded in his own movie.
Oh god.
He gets cucked.
The lady that he raised, he fucking...
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Cocaine.
And then he gets all mad. It's awesome.
Starts breaking fucking tiny trees.
That's why I say they took a mountain of cocaine and then decided to make a remake of King Kong.
Yeah, they just took like the most basic shit and were like, you know what? Let's just have some goddamn fun.
That'd be awesome. I know it didn't happen, but I wish it did. Inframan versus Peking Man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I wish these guys did a fucking rip-off of Godzilla.
Oh, so we could get like Peking Man versus Godzilla.
So we could get a Godzilla movie with zero filler.
A Chinese Godzilla would be awesome.
If these guys made a Godzilla movie, can you imagine? Like zero filler.
That'd be perfect, man.
No fucking filler in a Godzilla movie.
That'd be awesome. If anyone has a monster movie that's like Godzilla, but like this kind of like quality,
like this insanity,
like please. Like, send it to us. Do whatever you
can.
Tell
us. I want to know.
Tell us. I want to know if that movie exists.
Like, if there is some fucking kaiju movie that these guys made that I'm not aware of, I want to fucking know.
Me too.
I need to see it.
Well,
because as far as I'm concerned, these guys are 2 for 2.
Gold.
Of gold, yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah. So
go watch it.
Shitty to pretty. Let's do it. I mean, if you hadn't already guessed what our rating is going to be.
Fuck it. 10.
10?
10. I have nothing wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Nothing.
There's nothing I really hated about this movie.
I don't have any fucking complaints.
I don't think it's shitty at all.
I have 0 complaints, and you know what? It's my fucking scale, so fuck you. I give it a 10.
It's our scale, thank you very much.
I know, you might be thinking, really? Like 10, like The Godfather and Since the King? Yeah! Bitch. This is as good as The Godfather. Take that.
I don't know if I'd go that far,
I would.
But
this is The Godfather of fucking horny.
Please help. Alex has
movies.
gone insane.
Look, it's my scale, okay? I can do
It's our scale. Stop saying
what
it's
I
your
want.
fucking scale. It's our scale. Okay?
No,
It's our podcast, not your podcast.
no. Who are you?
I'm your co-host.
No,
motherfucker.
it's changing. This is going to be the Mighty Peking Man podcast from now on.
Yep. All we're gonna do, for an hour, we're just gonna talk about what is great about Mighty Peking Man. We're gonna break down every scene. We're gonna
second by second.
Yeah, we're gonna do reaction videos. It's gonna be the Peking podcast. The Peking Man podcast.
The Mighty Peking podcast.
The Mighty Peking podcast.
We're gonna do reenactments.
Yeah.
We'll do fucking.
We'll do it all.
We'll try to get interviews with people.
We'll do stage shows. Everything.
Just frame by frame.
Well, I'll even do a time lapse video where I recreate the set of Mighty Peking Man.
It's gonna be shit, but we'll do it.
We'll do it.
It's every 2 times a week we're gonna fucking talk about Peking Man for an hour until you all watch it.
Or get bored and stop supporting
and
the
they'll be like,
podcast.
dude, I can't watch this movie anymore. And I'll be like, you fucking quitter.
Be like, yo, have you heard the Mighty Peking podcast?
I'm like, what is that? They just talk about one movie all day. Really? Like, yeah, dude. But it's
One
Mighty
movie?
Peking Man.
Is it like a saga? No, it's like an hour and 25-minute movie.
It's like an hour 25-minute movie from China about some fucking monkey.
But they talk about it for like an hour.
But they talk about it like it's the greatest movie ever or some shit.
Because
it is.
I gotta see this movie. You gotta see this movie. See this movie.
Watch it.
Watch this movie. Anyway, for the Mighty Peking podcast, this has been Will.
This has been Alex.
And we will talk to you all later.
Bye.
Peking podcast for the win.
Turn it off, bitch.
No.